Was it truly bliss and the taste of it poison deeper than you know? Kindly answer this. Was the point of it just to reach new heights of low? So I'm pulling the anchor and drifting away, blinded by reason beyond disarray. It's what fire cannot burn. It's what fire cannot burn. Wanted to embrace what it takes for it, pouring salt into the world, willing to erase what I'd lose for it, to accept what I assume. So I'm pulling the anchor and drifting away, blinded by reason beyond disarray. It's what fire cannot burn. It's what fire cannot searching for something, destined for nothing, losing devotion over and over. Truly blessed if the taste of it. Kindly answer this. Was the point of it just to reach new heights of love? So I'm pulling the anchor and drifting away, blinded
That's St. Ricketts. The fire cannot burn. www.saintricketts.com. Rains in the house. What is up? It is the theme song to the 100% live Tuesday night episode of The You Show. And as you would know, that is usually the point where Jewel steps in and says, you. And the most peculiar of incidents is Jewel was late on her birthday. So I assume she'll be with us in a few moments. I am Jeff the Short Perini, back for another Tuesday night. All kind of great stuff happening over this past weekend. We're here to celebrate our birthday girl who is casually late. Might be a little peculiar when the mystery guest comes out. However, this message is held for review. Weird. Oh, I think Brian Snow, I think because you used a foul word, they're holding your comment. The Snowman in the morning said, happy birthday, Jewel, and a certain something about LeBron James, which I totally feel. I am not Jewel, and I'm waiting on Jewel, who is late. I am Jeff the Shark Perini. Here for another Tuesday night. It is Jewel Teti's birthday celebration. We do have a mystery guest scheduled for Jewel around 8:30. Where she is, I have no idea. So I'll get you started. Anyway, talking about a great, we called it Brother 49ers Eagles. We sure did. LeBron James is horrible. I agree. Cleaning it up is perfect. I appreciate that very much as well. I just saw, which is weird. Never saw that before. It said this message is being held. So I'm not allowed to be potty mouth. All right, everybody. I think I know what happened here. I think for her special day, she wanted a special introduction. So let's give it up right now for the co-hostess with the mostest, the sister from another mister, the most beautiful face in podcasting, webcasting, broadcasting, simulcasting, and the birthday girl for the night, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Miss Jewel Teti. Jewel, good evening.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry. I cannot open it. I couldn't open it to save my life. I'm so sorry.
I resent it, and I thought, like, man, what happened here? And I hope that doesn't happen to our mystery guest.
Oh man, Facebook changed like last minute.
Good evening, Miss Joey. Thank you for being with us. Earl's in the house. JD Wolf in the house. Brian
Hello,
the
thank
Snowman
you.
is in the house. I got to find his happy birthday call.
Oh,
It's up here somewhere with the naughty comment.
you guys.
It's in there. Where is it? I don't know. YouTube took it.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I couldn't open the link. It took me to a metaverse. Facebook now changed. I swear, I just logged in and I didn't have a problem. And I'm like, I cannot find you. I'm so sorry.
Very weird. Okay, no problem. As long as our mystery guest gets here at 8:30, everything will be okay. Will be okay. Anyway, let's start off. First and foremost, of course, you look beautiful tonight. It is National Compliment Day. I don't know if anybody knows. So you and Joey are looking beautiful on this Compliment Day. So not only is it Compliment Day, it is also your birthday celebration. So we're celebrating National Compliment Day. We're celebrating your birthday, which is a couple of days, but we do it here, as you know, on the Yo Show. We kind of have some cocktails, we get some comments, we chat, we get a mystery guest, and we have just a great time. Earl said that he did see the great video of the boss girl herself singing. It is adorable. Like, kind of first thing we've ever shared on YouTube together was that awesome video of Joey cranking it out.
Oh my
And
gosh.
she is
that
quite
was like
the talent.
5 years ago.
Right? It's unbelievable. It is absolutely unbelievable. And last Wednesday on Yo 2.0, Cassie's nephew came on. He's like, I like this. I want to be on. I know, little one like Joey. So the future is bright.
Yeah, we have to have a show and just let them take it over.
Right? Absolutely. We definitely do. On top of your birthday, massive thanks to last week's guest, Mr. Drew Smith. He was incredible. Great music, just a lot of great stuff to talk about. He was terrific. Big thanks to Yo 2.0's guest, Mandy Marie, blank film star and model. I won't say the genre in front of your daughter. So yeah, I tell you, it's a great video. She does a terrific job. In case you missed it last week, Jewel has brought back the Wonder Woman cup. Joey has managed to score her another one, so it is in the house.
Joey got this. How great is she? She resurrected this cup.
No, all you said for Christmas is that's what you wanted.
That's all I wanted for Christmas is my cup back. And
that's awesome. So let's start off with a cheers, if we may, for your birthday and many more. And had me a little nervous. I'm like, here we go, birthday time, and there's no birthday girl.
I would not leave you like that. Cheers and thank you so much. Jeff always goes above and beyond, and that's my compliment to you. You're the hardest working man in podcasting, and thank you so much. And I know tonight's going to be great because all the work and effort that you put into it. Joey already had me crying. I can't. I'm going to cry tonight. Thank you, JD.
He knows the deal, so you know.
Oh, okay. Okay. I might be late for work tomorrow, is what I'm saying.
All right. So you don't have to overindulge it like I did that night, but a little something. Of course, Sharon Teti, let me with the happy birthday. Thank you so much for tuning in with us. We greatly appreciate it. Been there with us since the beginning, always giving us likes and thumbs down icons.
That's my mom. They have the same name, so
yeah, I know.
It's my sister.
Kind of confusing. This is how much the audience is ready for your birthday. Let me show you how. When the show started, I get this. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm not sure. We appreciate your mistiness. Like I said, on your birthday and on National Compliment Day, etc. You are irreplaceable. You have become my sister and my family, and having you here every Tuesday night means the world to us. I know it means a lot to our fans. There's your niece; she likes to be on as well. So, and it's just been great. And like I said, we kind of have fun with our birthdays. A couple of years ago, we did Jamie Kennedy, which knocked your socks off. You still couldn't believe that night. Right now, right? Set the bar. And then you came back with Misha Johnson, which was amazing because I adore her. And we had her in audio, and you brought her to video. And we've had so many great ones on audio that we'd love to get in the video. And it changes their persona a little bit. Some people are like, nah, I don't know. But we're going to have a great mystery guest around 8:30 tonight.
Oh my God.
PR people were great with it. This person is very excited to be part of it. Hopefully, there's no snag with the link like you had. So we'll see what happens. But again, bro.
Yeah, Facebook. I don't know what it was with Facebook tonight, but
it's getting weirder and weirder with Facebook. Yeah. And like I said, me and Allie were talking a lot last night about links and how to share, etc. So you know what, man? I wish there was a way we could just push Facebook out the door with that, and I wish we could too sometimes because it's tough sometimes where to find it and how to share it, etc. She's everybody's little sister. I am very pretty. Even my wife said, "You're very protective." Of course I am. I never had a sister.
Oh.
Do you want to divulge your age? You probably don't, do you? Because I forget, and that's okay. You don't have to.
No,
We're not
it's
going to
fine.
about that.
Mid-30s. How about
Mid-30s. My brother asked today, told him
yeah.
And I said that
past
mid-30s.
The point of no return.
Right, you're there now. You're old like us.
Oh my gosh.
Not like us.
Yeah,
Bear, you'll talk JD.
I'm kind of old, man. Yeah, 23. That's
We got a 23.
Thank you so much.
Very close. So very close. You'll get a prize for being the closest.
Thank you.
27. Yes.
I think my birthday's still on my Facebook. I'm like, oh, this year doesn't sound too bad. So it's probably still on my Facebook page.
The day's on it. Trust me, I had to nail down the proper day.
The day is on. Okay. Yeah, because everyone.
I know, like everybody thinks today, and
just today.
When I started some page, I forget, and I put the birthday for the page as like January 1st, and people started wishing me happy birthday on January 1st. I'm like, no, it's not my birthday. But we did a top 5 list tonight. I had a different one. Jules like, I don't like it, and you're right. There were so many negative stories in another one.
Negative, yeah.
A lot of negative. Like anything that was an answer was negative. Even though I'm looking like, oof, God.
And you better stop, JD. If Bruce Springsteen sang me happy birthday,
I tell you, I'm going to tell you, it's not that. Okay. We definitely do reach for those stars, but sometimes those stars flat out blow you off.
We have like 5 guests, but we're thinking it's a female.
Yeah.
No comment whatsoever. Okay. But we have top 5 January birthdays tonight. I will start out because Jewel never likes to start out. Number 5, my other baby besides Jewel, Scarlett Johansson.
I didn't know that.
In January. Number, I believe the 27th, I want to say.
Get out. Well, she's an Aquarius. We're the best.
Robert Downey Jr.
Are you serious?
Yes,
I not to see these.
I don't know. And I was like, we're still going to duplicate. The greatest, Muhammad Ali. Hey. A tie at number 2 because I was fascinated that these two had January birthdays. And I think they're the same day or close to the same day. Elvis Presley and David Bowie.
They're close.
Very close. Okay. I'm like, wow, look at that. And number one, this is easy.
The same day.
I'm sure we might have both picked this one. Number 1 is easy. With the champagne bottle and the cake and the bells and the balloon and the gift and the heart and the drinks. And Jewel Teti is my number 1 answer for best January birthday. Elvis is on the 8th. Okay, thank you. I forget what Bowie's is.
Bowie's is the 8th, right? Yeah, I always get because David Bowie died on the 10th. So,
wow.
So I always think it's like the 10th or 11th, but yeah, but some of these I had no idea. So I'm glad you picked this because the first one was a little negative, and then the second one was not good. So.
Yeah, it wasn't. So let's go with this one.
Any particular order, but Janis Joplin, January 19th.
Wow, how about that? Janis Joplin.
Right?
Extremely, I mean, to this generation, extremely underrated. To that generation, a star. To this generation.
I freaking love Janis. Dolly Parton, also January 19th. Amazing.
I didn't pick that on purpose. I'm like, I know Jewel's going to go Dolly Parton.
Yeah, I know, I love her. She is. We're going to talk about that later.
I got one from Austin. Austin brings you a love you. Happy birthday. Thank you, Austin. Love you, dude.
Number 3. I'm trying to think. 1, 2, 3.
And look at that. your sister's wearing her Bowie shirt in honor of
Nice.
the January birthdays. Well
And
done.
our cousin was born on January 8th too, so she shares that affinity with David Bowie.
Wow.
Number 3, I'm gonna say Elvis. This is
Okay.
It's a bad order. This is so tough. Elvis is January 8th. 2, David Bowie, also January 8th. And 1, who I always just, we have like, my family had a piano. Well, they still do. It's at my sister's, the one who's commenting. It's at her house. But they have a bust of Mozart on the piano. And Mozart's birthday, Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, was born on my birthday on January 27th. So we're always like birthday buddies. But yeah, there's some great ones in January.
Yeah, it's Bowie. That's a little morbid.
Yeah.
I should dress up like Bowie. But there is some great ones.
Betty White is
Betty
also
White, and it was January. Yeah.
Justin Timberlake.
Yep, Timberlake.
I always loved Nick Carter, but now there's like all this crap about him in the news. So whatever to Nick Carter. But he was always the day after my birthday.
Let's rehash these beauties because it's great. Number 5, my baby Scarlett Johansson. Number 4, Jules' baby Robert Downey Jr. Number 3, Muhammad Ali. Tie it 2, Presley and Bowie. Number 1, please. I need not say more. And I'm going to leave that up there as I read your 5. Janis Joplin. And number 5. Number 4, Dolly Parton. Number 3, Elvis. Number 2, David Bowie. And number 1, Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. So you notice, Drew, we got the backdrop you said last week you loved. I didn't want to touch it because it's good luck. And it is those Philadelphia Eagles. These guys right here. And as you know, I am eagled up, baby. I've got my shirt. Got my shirt. I got my hat. I've got my helmet. And this Sunday at 3 o'clock, ladies and gentlemen, it's feeding season on the San Francisco 49ers. Eagles 49ers. This Sunday at 3. I can barely stand it, Jewel. It's huge. I'm so excited. 1 win to the Super Bowl. Nothing would be greater than to go to Wing Bowl at Murphy's and kind of do a pep rally of Eagles Super Bowl. Right? Pre-gaming, pep rally, and all that at Murphy's on the 11th. 1 win away. And I got your birthday gift, Jewel. One I can give you now. Of course, Saturday if we get together. I wish. No, I'm going to give you this, though. Close. The Dallas Cowboys lose. Yeah! Now
I'll take it.
That is pretty much the only birthday gift I can give you now.
Dallas sucks. They really, really suck. Dallas.
It is going to be a great game. Very exciting. I know everybody hates Dallas.
Hooray!
If you are Facebook friends of mine, you've seen the onslaught that happened Sunday after the game. Wow.
Yeah.
Speak. I'm like speaking my face off.
I'm just very happy. We were so excited for the game, obviously. Yeah. I have to show you this picture. My nephew picked up this tomato pie, and it was just amazing.
Oh my God.
I love tomato pie.
It was delicious.
It was delicious.
And amazing. But let me turn my
She's into it.
Oh yeah. Like, look at that tomato pie.
Wow, look at that. Woo! Where was that from?
Party Man. Where did I get that from? Giant? But it was like the crop release.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was like $30, but jeez.
That's
You gotta get it again. You gotta get it again. Do the same thing. I'm wearing the same outfit.
I gotta tell you, so that's why tonight I wore this.
Yes.
And Sunday I wore the Nike shirt. It's always like match. You both have like black tank tops on. The Just Hate Us shirt. That's what I wore last Sunday.
Hate us because they ain't us.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be wearing it again this Sunday. And I'm gonna tell you folks right now, people have already started texting me. What's your prediction? What do you think? Look, not ready for that. All right, my nerves are like at their peak. But it's gonna be a great game. Brock Purdy, the rookie, 7th round draft pick, bringing him in here against Jalen Hurts. They looked, I got to tell you, no washing, absolutely not. They looked razor sharp, Jewel. I'm sure you watched the game against the Giants. Razor sharp, never as good as the Giants. Well, that doesn't matter who it is. You go out and you play your competition hard. What do you think, and how do you feel coming up this week?
I was watching the news this morning, and it was like a sense of calm. We were just chilling, listening to music in between like commercial breaks, and it was just easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Like it felt good. It just felt like they were having fun. There was like a sense of calm over the crowd, and just overall good feeling. So yeah, I just love when you're in that space and you can enjoy the game actually, and just you know not such a nail biter because
Exactly. And
and
my wife got me out of the house. We had a birthday party to go to, uh, and we were out there at the party watching the game. And a lot of people we knew there and had some good eats, watched the game. Then afterwards, we made our way to Murphy's for the rest of the game. So normally I don't leave the house because if they lose, then I'm that bitter guy. And a lot of people want to chime in. They should do this. I wish they would have done that. Like, no, don't do that to me. Like, just let me watch. But it was a feeling almost like from the first drive that this game is over. Like they've
got it.
got it in
You got
control.
it.
The defense looked terrific, and the Giants aren't quite ready yet. Maybe next year they'll be even tougher. Um, especially it came in after knocking off Minnesota. That took a lot, JD. Sorry, brother, but it took a lot out of them to win that game. So kind of felt we were in control the whole time. This one's going to be tough. It's going to be from start to finish. Every play is going to mean something. We're all going to be on tight nerves, so we get ready for Sunday, 3 o'clock. Eagles 49ers. And the winner will play the winner of Kansas City and Cincinnati. Cincinnati pretty much manhandled Buffalo in a snow-driven game. Buffalo looked horrible. They were eliminated once again. Kansas City, despite Mahomes and the high ankle sprain, they managed to pull that out. And Mahomes said he's playing. Cincinnati has Kansas City's number, Andy Reid. So get ready because that team always gives you a hard time. The winner, of course, meets Super Bowl Sunday, February 12th. I just want to see the Eagles there, man. I want to see us there. But you know what?
I already took off Monday, so
Not a girl. That's what I like to hear.
Partying Saturday, Sunday, into Monday. Let's go.
That's true. It's a good idea. And what I did the last time they won, when the Eagles won that Super Bowl, I drank God 20-something of those banana bread beers. Like, and the nervous energy kept getting me and it wasn't affecting me. My brother's like, dude, what are you doing? I'm like, I got this.
No.
And after the game, you see my video, I was sloshed. We ran down the Humeville Inn afterwards. I brought this thing that looked like a Super Bowl trophy. Some girl stole it and I had to chase her all over the bar. A great time. So I'm ready for more of that. I am ready this year for all of that.
Yo, if some girl stole that, I'd be on her like white on rice.
I am ready to all of that.
Cottman and Frankfurt is where we went after the Super Bowl, and it was.
And that's the joy, you know what I mean?
Yes. I don't know if I'll go back to Cottman and Frankfurt this year. I might just, not do that. But
I feel you, especially if you're coming from where you're coming from now.
I'm in my whatever year.
I've made one guarantee, and not to disrespect winning the Super Bowl if we do, but I am not going to the parade. Last parade was brutal. It was freezing cold out. We had a great time. Don't get me wrong. No, I'm sorry.
I was at Penn State for the Phillies parade. So I missed it entirely, but I celebrated. And then I was supposed to go to the Eagles parade, but I got bumped out of that for some reason. I wanted to go so bad because I missed the Phillies parade. So yes, I'm going to the parade if they have one. I don't care. I will bring one of those lady devices if I have to.
Lady devices.
Yeah.
I made it to the Phillies parade. Got there like late. So ready to get off the train, we were stopped. And then I made it to the Eagles one, and we got there so early. Like we were the first person, like one of the first group of people down there. We stopped at breakfast at one of the hotels, and they said if you have to use the bathroom, show your receipt from breakfast, and they'll let you use the bathroom. Well, I'm marching in front of a line of thousands of people, like getting ready to take a leak, and it was pretty damn awesome. Earl has an excellent guest opportunity for us in your mailbox. I want you to check it after the show and get to know this woman. Looks awesome, great singer.
Awesome.
So very excited for that. This weekend, I got it.
Sweating.
We're almost there. We got about 5 minutes left. As long as all goes well. I didn't get any emails yet, so hopefully all goes well. This Saturday, I'm going to share this real quickly. Somebody I made very new friends with, Elena Brokus is her name, and she is a terrific concert event holder in this area. Sweeney's at 13639 Philmont Avenue in Northeast is having a Future Stars concert, and on the bill is none other than Nailbite, one of the best hot young metal bands around. They're incredible, teenagers, awesome sound. Also in there, another band familiar with us, Steal the Night. So it's Nailbite, Just Chris, Sour Station, Milo Sky, Ash Milano, Steal the Night, Maro Dilo at Sweeney's. $10 to get in. That is this Saturday from 12:30 to 6. I'm trying to make it, Joe. I hope you can make it. Hopefully we can get there and check out this awesome show. The fact that Nailbite is going to be there blows me away. I mean, blows me away.
I know. I'm so excited. I've been checking out the other bands, and I mean, let's go, man. Let's take over the Northeast like we used to do.
Yeah, exactly. And I was telling Elena a little bit about how we used to do it back when we had the show. We would go over to Sweeney's afterwards, and right before the pandemic, a guy I think was the manager of Sweeney's like, "Who are you guys? What's your deal? How about we work something out where you come by every week?" And we're like this close to having this huge break.
We're that Philly show.
Then the pandemic. What's that?
We're that Philly show.
We are that Philly show. And it was funny because Elena said, I'm not going to tell Nailbite or Steal the Night that you're even there. I'm going to make it a surprise. You can come up and introduce yourself. And I'm like, surprise? And the air show's here. I mean, they may not know, but maybe they're at the point where everybody's starting to know. So that's pretty exciting. I'm excited for that. I really am.
I'm sweating. I'm so nervous. I can't.
Well, we got a couple minutes. Hopefully everything goes well. Sometimes, like we say, life happens on these programs.
Yeah.
And sometimes links get messed up, etc. I don't really know if this person has the ability to reach me if something goes wrong. So if we don't have Jules missing guest, remember last time we were very late too. It didn't happen until 9 o'clock.
Oh, it's okay.
Oh, it's definitely not. It is not okay. We absolutely need it. That's what we all piled in here for.
You need those drink emojis, people. Come on.
Yeah, let's hit Joe with a couple of drink emojis. Let's get her drinking it up. That's how we do it here. Post a drink emoji.
Like, I don't know who it is or, what they participate in, but it'd be cool to play. Did you ever play Piccolo?
Well, let's not worry about games. Let's get to it. Ladies and gentlemen, our very special guest is here. And this fellow was nice enough to join us on the past episode a long time ago. He's one of Jewel's absolute all-time favorites. Jewel grew up loving this guy. He's more than happy to be here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, the former star of all that, Mr. Josh Server in the house. Yeah! Josh, man, thank you so much for doing this. And
can you hear me, guys? Can you hear me okay?
We can hear you great, dude. Thanks. Can you hear us?
I hear you guys loud and clear.
Loud and clear.
Joel, were you surprised?
It's going to take her a few minutes to get to it and calm down. She gets very nervous by these magical moments.
I just have to step off.
My dog is literally fired up on the surprise.
Oh, your dog.
I got to be honest, Joe. I started going through the list, and I said I'm looking for people who we had just do audio and not video, people that you really love. And I'm like, man, I know that you were so psyched when we got Josh. I'm like, let's ask Josh again. And Josh, first of all, your PR group was amazing. Came around, said Josh is thrilled to do it. Absolutely happy to do it. Can't wait. I'm like, man, that is awesome. We appreciate it so much. Obviously, like Jules, very well prepared, usually all up on questions, etc. She had no clue you were coming, so she is going to kind of ask stuff on the fly. I'm going to send her a little list of things that I got together.
Well, first of all, happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Thank you so much. Thank
you.
Is
today your actual birthday?
It's Friday, so that's
amazing.
Always good. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for taking the time. It's so cool because me and Jeff talk all the time about people that we've had on, for our interviews that have only been audio and how great it is when we see them live. So thank you so much. It means the world. And
guys, I'm really happy to hear. So let me ask you, what year was that I came on the show? Do we know?
I could look it up. If you want to fire something at him to ask, I could look it up. It's been a few years because we have been in this format for a couple of years. So it's been a while.
Yeah, 5 years ago, maybe.
Was it 5 years? Wow.
I think so. Yeah.
Time flies. And you know, I feel like nothing has really happened in the world in the last 5 years. So big deal.
Right. We haven't been
pretty much the status quo, right? Same as usual.
Right.
Again.
Sure.
No pandemic, no lockdown, no trapped in your house. No.
I want you to know, like I wore green because I knew.
My man, there we go. Right.
I know it's not true Eagles green, guys, representing Philly. But I knew that I had to throw in some green for you guys.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. I have a shirt for you. If you could just hang on 2 seconds. It's like super serendipitous that I would even pull this out right now, but hang on 1 second.
Amazing.
This is awesome. I'm basically
just leave for shirts for different wardrobe.
I know, right?
Wardrobe changes. Jeff, it's so good to see you guys again. Yes!
Look at that. Woo!
I was considering wearing the shirt tonight because I'm like, how cool.
That would be something else.
Did you have any idea who the special guest would be?
None. I actually thought you were the guest was a female. I'm like, who could it be? Linda Carter? Like, I have no idea. Oh my God, that's so cool.
That's amazing. And yes, it is good to like be here on like a video format with you guys.
Yeah, definitely a lot cooler. And we've made the stride. And basically what happened was we got into Jewel found us a studio locally, which was great. We sat next to each other, and it was really cool. But we were getting local guests. We couldn't get the nationwide guests unless we went like this. So the pandemic comes. Studio shuts down, pretty much shuts us out. I'm like, all right, we need a plan B. So an awesome team, Mr. Jimmy Starr and his co-host Ron, they do a very popular program. And I said, how do you do this? And he said, you go to StreamYard, it sets it all up like a studio, and you can see the guests. And it's been such a big improvement. I got to tell you, it makes me nervous, male or female. I get nervous. I can imagine how Jewel feels not even knowing you're coming. So
I love surprises. Are you, Jewel, do you like surprises? Are you a big person on surprises? Or are you like?
Oh, no. I just like to be prepared. And if I knew you were coming, I would have, studied all night. But no, it's such a great surprise, especially because, we've had a conversation before. So yeah, how have you been? How have you fared with the pandemic and everything? We've had a lot of actors on that have auditioned, through this format, have a similar background as you do.
You might see my audition, basically my home studio. So like we got the dog in the back. It's like it's truly learning how to kind of operate from your house. Listen, obviously it's been a crazy time for everyone, and everyone needed to like learn how to pivot. Thank you. Learn how to like pivot to some of these like new formats, right?
Right.
Learning how to audition. It was already starting to be a lot of like self-tapes and things like that, guys, right? But it's definitely much more than that. Zoom callbacks, producer sessions on Zoom. I actually take a class every couple weeks on Zoom.
Wow.
So like to kind of get myself used to that. It definitely took time, but I'm so glad that I've been operating in that world for a while now, because I feel much more comfortable in these situations, right? Just for this type of stuff. But also it's amazing because I get to connect with people all over, right? Like you're not burdened by having to travel and go places, which is also fun to meet people and be in a live environment. But this is, like the fact that I can, chat with you this way is pretty cool. So it's been challenging, but at the same time, I'm glad that I'm starting to make those pivots. And so, I'm starting to kind of see that in my work, and I've been working really hard and diligent on that.
Absolutely.
That's awesome. And it has certainly been a big help for us, that just for moments like this. And I started off a couple of years ago because she's also a huge fan of Jamie Kennedy, the comedian. And we ran into online his girlfriend. She came on. She was great. And I said, can you do us a favor for Jewel's birthday? And then he popped on. That's how it's become this mystery thing where every year we surprise each other with somebody great.
Is this a tradition now?
Oh, yeah. We do it to each other every year now. It's grown on us, and we love it.
amazing. When's your birthday, Jeff? Is it spaced out, or are you back to back?
April. I'm in April, and
April baby, nice.
We try to book a few months in advance and make sure it's loaded up, because actors like yourself, musicians, artists, are always busy. Things happen like that. Like, you could pick up tomorrow and get a project and be like, I can't make it. It's happened.
Sure.
So we book out months in advance. So she's like, leave your birthday open. We're booked to like April 9th. She's like, leave your birthday open. So I'm like, okay. I'm going to hit you with a date. See if this date rings a bell at all.
Okay.
November.
Well, thank you for having me, guys. Happy to be part of Jules' birthday celebration.
I'm thrilled you're here. I really am happy.
Yeah.
And she had a hard time signing in. I'm like, oh, what's the link got like a fault in it or something? So I'm like, that's so forget here. The date is November the 13th, 2017.
Is that when we did it?
That's when we saw you last, or told you last. That's over 5 years ago.
You look amazing. Frozen in time. You're frozen in time.
I feel that way because you, God bless, you look exactly the same as the pictures we were looking at back when we first booked you. You look exact. I have aged terribly. I've grown this big ugly beard. I had
guys don't age. Guys don't age. You have it so easy. You know, you get a little gray. You're distinguished.
I only have 2017 as a reference, so for those periods of time, you look great.
Thank you very much. See, Josh Serverley, did you hear that, honey? My wife's
probably been like 14, 15, 16 could have been really bad years for you, and I would never know. You know.
Agreed. I thank you for that. So what's been going on? I know you have titles. You keep on acting. You were part of Warped in 2022. Some movies, 2020 Unuploaded. 2020 was Await the Dawn. What do you got going on? What's been new? You still in the acting bug? I know you said you're trying to create some younger generation shows. What's new?
Oh, yeah. No, I've been really kind of diving into the acting stuff. Like last year, a couple of movies came out. I had a movie called The Final Rose that dropped on Tubi. More of kind of like a horror comedy genre, really fun, like Scream meets The Bachelor. That's like the concept. They did an amazing job of that. I kind of come in towards the end. I mean, there's talks about them doing another one and even extending our characters a little bit more. I have a movie called The Killer Service that's hitting the film festival circuit right now. Just got into a film festival last week. I just did an episode of a show called Cocaine Sisters.
Oh,
sounds like a goodie.
Branching out and doing some different stuff, like you know, really fun bad guy roles, more dramatic stuff, like stuff that just like people haven't really seen me do. And like you said, my PR team, my team has just been absolutely rocking and rolling. So we have some really the Cocaine Sisters should be out, I believe, this year sometime. I can let you guys know when you can see that. So some stuff from last year rolling into this year, and then we already have some stuff in the works that sometimes we can't talk about it. Sometimes we can't talk about it until it happens, but yeah, man, I'm just I'm really blessed and grateful to be doing what I've just been working and acting a lot lately, and I'm really happy to be back and doing it again.
That's terrific. And I want to throw, because I'm going to let Jewel loose on you in a minute, but before she does, I just want to say this real quick. When it's only distance, you're saved by cameras.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So,
hey guys, it was great to be on the show. Thanks.
Now I am blushing. Thank you.
When we went to, when I went to do some research, as we do, and look to see what you got going on, and when you Google you, it's whatever happened to the cute kid, whatever happened to the stud, whatever happened to the nice guy from all that. I'm like, man. So when you said branch out, Cocaine Sisters kind of playing the bad guy, yeah, get into a new something, because everything was like, what happened to the cute kid, the hot guy, the good looking guy? Like,
it's listen, I am so. It's amazing that what we did on all that and how many people love it so much to this day, and how like people know me from that. Right. But when I, as a fan, and like what I like to watch and what I like to stream is sometimes a little bit, not just comedy, and even like the comedy stuff. I like, single cam comedies like Ted Lasso, things like that,
Oh, it's your favorite.
So I think comedy is always going to be part of something that I love to do, and I want to continue doing it. But I also do want to, show some of my dramatic stuff and have people see me in kind of a different light. Because, like you said, you Google and it's it's basically just pictures of your boy. That's it.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Well, we love your boy.
And we love your boy. I love your boy. But it's nice. It's nice to stretch yourself creatively and have people view you and see you in a different way, and give fans that have been with me a long time just like a different version of what I like to do is my creativity that I like to bring to it. So it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm gonna walk away and leave you the birthday girl. No, I'm gonna stay. Okay.
You're gonna bail on us?
No, I got you. I like making her nervous. That's great.
He knows that would make me super nervous. But
fire away. I know you don't have anything prepared. We surprise you. Fire away.
I don't, but I watch all that with my niece and my daughter now, and I'm just like, and we crack up. Like it still holds.
It still holds up.
Yeah, and it's such a good feeling to know that your characters, and I mean Keenan, like, and you're so cool with Keenan, like how that comedy still holds up. Because a lot of 90s
I'm really cool with the whole cast. We all see each other and everybody. It's so strange. We fall into a rhythm where like nothing is really, changed, right? It's not like drama or anything like maybe some of that other stuff. Like everybody really does love each other, and it's like there's a kinship with your like brothers and sisters. I always say it's like being with kids, like a family reunion, or I'm sorry, like a school reunion, high school reunion for people who didn't go to high school, right? Basically. And so yeah, I mean, I have great relationships with everyone. Keenan and I are really tight. We got to do that. I don't know if you guys saw, but I got to be one of the guest presenters for Keenan's Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Yeah, saw that. It was awesome.
Incredible. It was such an honor. Kel was supposed to do it with me. I had a movie that he got booked and had to be in Canada. So like, it was just, try to hold down the fort for him. And then they got to do a bunch of stuff on like SNL, and there's just been a lot of that nostalgic stuff lately, where fans love to see us together, which is really, really cool, but when it dropped I think it's on Netflix now, correct?
Yeah.
I think it's still there.
That's huge.
The fact that people are watching it with their next generation is pretty freaking awesome.
And that's awesome. And I love that you guys are just, I hate to say this, but unscathed and still working. And you and Keenan and Kel is working all the time too. Like you guys, how do you think, not to be a downer or anything, but there's been a lot of child actors that have gone down the wrong path. How do you think you guys have fared, and what kept you?
Yeah, I don't, to me, like, that's a personal journey for everybody. So I don't know if I want to do a deep dive on that. I would just say that for me, like, you just got to keep working on yourself, right? You got to keep, like, so for me, I know that's been a big journey for me the last X amount of years. And, it's not always the easiest trajectory. It really isn't. And a lot of people have it much worse or better than other people. And so, yeah, I can't speak to anyone's personal journey, but the fact that everybody's healthy and doing well and like working again, that's freaking awesome to come out of that and to see people doing well and being successful. So for me, it's just about consistently working on myself. And that's been a cool thing, like a spiritual journey the last couple of years with COVID, that shines a light. And so I had to do a lot of personal work on that, but yeah, I feel very, I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't change it for anything. Right. Cause it's my journey.
That's awesome stuff. And now being a family guy yourself, do you try and maybe push a comeback to those kind of shows? Because kids these days don't really have those Nickelodeon shows, those feel-good child actor shows where it's funny and it's something they can relate to. Do you think maybe kids these days need a little bit of that?
When you say
kind of like shows like all that.
I'm a family guy. I don't have children yet.
Right, but I know you're married, so that's I mean,
I'm not even married yet. I have a girlfriend.
No, I thought that was your wife. Okay, oh, geez.
I was just like, wait, am I a family guy? And have I?
I thought you were married. No, you didn't have kids. I saw that part. I thought you were. Oh my God, I'm dying here. All right, well, thanks, Josh.
I'm like, I owe a lot of people a phone call.
You should. Mr. and Mrs., we apologize.
No, but I think there was, I want that. I want to, going in that direction, want a family for myself, definitely a late bloomer in that way. But like, I would say kind of goes back to what we were saying, Joel, right? You gotta like take care of your own stuff before you bring kids into the world. but I think there is a big gap. Maybe not. I don't know. I can't speak to a lot of the kids programming right now, because I'm not a consumer of it as much. Because if I had kids, I would obviously see a lot more. But I have a lot of friends with kids, and there's some really great stuff out there. Like, my sister and I have 2 nephews, and they're watching stuff. They're really, really young. But I guess your question is, do you feel like there's a gap between what we had back in the 90s for Nickelodeon? Is that the question?
Absolutely. That's why you're on the show, brother. You nailed it. That's exactly what I mean, because I just botched the hell out of it. But
I'm not knocking any programming for kids now, but what I will say is I think there was something special back then.
Yeah,
right.
I agree with that.
Simpler time, kids playing in cul-de-sacs, just different. Like, it was a different time. And I know that what we created, or what was like kind of that magic of the Nickelodeon Disney time at that time. Like, I just know that kids like didn't have their phones, right? Like things like that. They were rushing back to sit down and watch their favorite shows on Nickelodeon. Right. Or I think, yes, it was a special time and there was a lot of special programming, but I think maybe that's what's lacking is like, them that having that being the best part of their day, where they would come back and watch all their favorite shows, and they didn't have it on access, like right there on their,
on their phone. Yeah. And I know for Friday night for me in grade school, I would rush home and, really not have any plans, but my plans was, what was it called? It was Kablam. It was all that. And
are you talking about Snick?
Snick.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
He's good. That is good.
And that was my
Friday. I'm going to redeem myself. I'm back.
Yeah.
While you're on the show, brother.
Now I got to redeem myself after that, but we'll get to me.
Like, people rallied around the TV, and that was their favorite time, and you got all your friends together. And I think I still think there's a ton of great stuff out there right now for kids, but I think maybe that's things that were maybe, maybe a little bit more wholesome back then. And that was, I think, the magic in it, maybe.
But I think the magic of all that was, it was like a Saturday Night Live for kids. It was slapstick. It was funny. Yeah. You guys like went there, like Lori would say some off the wall stuff. Like during her things. So she might be canceled right now.
Well, we had a man, it was such an amazing, like, I'm trying to figure out the best way to say it. It was kind of like all the planets aligned at the same time, right?
Magic in a bottle.
We had magic in a bottle, right? And you really, even if you put together a perfect show and that's the concept and this is what you want it to be, it doesn't always happen that way, right? And so we had these writers and producers that were writing amazing, funny stuff. And then you had this team of kids, Lori and Keenan and Kel, they were beasts. Danny and Amanda, like just so many hitters, right? And then because I think we created that environment and they nurtured that environment, we were always trying to make each other laugh.
Oh,
right?
Sure.
And there was, we were all teenagers, so there was a little bit of a level of an adult humor mixed with the wholesomeness. Right. So I just think it created where adults would sit down and watch all that with their kids. And I remember adults used to come up to us and be like, "Oh man, we have to watch kids TV, hours." And we actually we laugh at your show because we would throw a lot of inside jokes and things that we were trying to make each other laugh about.
Oh,
last week's guest, Drew Smith. Thank you very much, Drew.
Yes,
thanks for tuning in.
But I still agree with that. Oh, I'm sorry to cut you off, Jeff. But
no, go ahead. It's all you.
Find the dynamics of Keenan and Kel work great together, and then you and Keenan, and then you and Amanda. It just, everything was it popped off. It popped off in the best way. Even if it was a mistake, it still felt like.
I remember sometimes they'd let things where we laughed go more on a Saturday Night Live thing, and they would leave it in the taped content.
That's great.
They really they really kind of nurtured this environment where, I remember going to we would do run throughs for the producers every night, like on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we would rehearse, and we started getting to the point where we would try to get our jokes, our characters, or our things in the show. Again, a la much like Saturday Night Live. So we were always trying to one up each other, and it created this momentum for really funny stuff. And sometimes they'd be like, Josh, you can't do that, or we're going to take this out, Keenan, or whatever. Sometimes they got to the point, and I think more first season, this was happening a little bit, but when you started to get into later seasons, they would just be like, Kel enters in a dress and does what he does.
Right.
And then Kel would just go, or whatever, or Josh would come in and it was usually me in a dress, but whatever. The point was they started to trust us, and we started to trust ourselves.
That's amazing. It really is.
You're young. That's not always the case, right?
Right.
You're kind of still trying to figure yourself out and your sensibilities and your comic, what makes you laugh and what makes you unique. And so there was this weird thing of us growing as comedians, but also the show growing and trusting the comedians that they put on the stage. And it was just, like you said, Jewel, it all kind of worked and it hit. And so it was, I don't even remember being aware of it when it was happening, because you were just there in it. But now I look back and it feels like magic in a bottle.
That's awesome. And you see, because it had to be a little bit nerving in the beginning to kind of take that step. And once you realize you had this stuff, especially as a young guy, you got to have that confidence, like, hey, I can nail this. And I read a little caption where you guys all said, our lunch break is better than yours. Things got funny and a lot of ribbing and such on your break.
We were also going to school at that time. So we had there was schoolroom fodder. We would,
oh my God.
I remember in OG Orlando, there was this place called The Grill. You would basically not leave the lot. It was on the lot, but it was like this cafeteria with all the everyone there from production. And so we would go eat lunch there. Or I remember one time me, Keenan, and Kel went out in all of our hair and makeup. And we just when the show was shooting in LA, and we
in a dress, or
well, I want to say Keenan was in Miss Piddlin. I want to say that. I might be wrong because it was a long time ago in the 90s. But Kel had Coach Cretin on, and just picture all of us in our sketch stuff, and we just left the studio and walked to Astro Burger, if people in LA know what Astro Burger is, or we went to a fast food joint and just ordered and just kept it real casual. So we would just after a while we were off the wall. We were trying to make each other laugh.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Great thing. And I know the generation, Jewel, my wife, are separated by a few years. They know it to a T. When we first got you on, Jules, Josh Server, and it took me a few minutes to get it because I didn't watch as often. And then once I remembered and I started getting into the old videos, it had me laughing and just getting into the show. And
you had all that PTSD. You just all of a sudden it came
right, exactly. And my wife's like, "Oh my God, I loved him back then." I'm like, "Well, you'd love him now. You grew to be a good-looking guy. God bless you." And she said, "She's like, we get to see him this time." I'm like, yeah, this time we get to see him. Last time we did.
No, and it's so cool.
Sorry,
I
couldn't.
I hit Siri by accident. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to talk about.
Sorry, the podcast is over. Siri's just, I've had enough.
Enough 90s tonight. Did you see that new movie coming out? It's called The Cocaine Bear.
No, I have not.
I've heard about it. I'm afraid to even see previews.
I have heard about it. I've seen a preview. It's based on a real story. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's what's scary.
Man, could you imagine? But yeah, you said the Cocaine Sisters. I'm like, I just went to the movies to see that Megan movie, and the Cocaine Bear came up. I'm like,
are you going to see it? Is it Elizabeth Banks? Is that who did it? I think she might have either directed it.
She's amazing.
Yeah, she's good.
That's awesome, though.
I would see
that. Don't quote me on any of that. I don't know.
Not a problem. You're safe here. We're just totally live, and everything you say just goes right out.
Yeah.
But
that's the other thing.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. No, I was just going to say that's the other thing that's really cool is some of our guests who did the recording and the audio are funny about coming on video because it's live and you kind of have to deliver, but it's something that's kind of how you grew up. Like you said, you're used to being on the fly and saying the right thing and being funny. And so it's got to be an advantage doing interviews, live interviews, stuff like this.
Yeah. I mean, it's always fun, exciting. There's a little like that shot of adrenaline anytime you do something live, right?
Sure. We get it every time.
What's that?
We get it every week. We do it.
It keeps you excited and honest in the show. That's awesome. But like, yeah, I mean, I remember we did a full 100% live episode, which was crazy because we used to tape in front of a live audience.
Sure.
But we didn't do the entire show live, right? And then I remember I think it was our 100th episode live, and we ran it like SNL where we did it over 2 weeks. Right. And so instead of taking a week to prepare, we took 2 weeks, and that was a full live show. And that was intense. Right. Because, you did it and then you got to the end of it and you're just like, what just happened? Right. And
right.
you blink and it's over, and it was so fun. But that experience, I couldn't imagine, Keenan's done like what, 20 seasons of that. Like,
I know,
in his bones, and the fact that they make all those changes and sketches, like the way that show operates, like to be in a live environment every week in and week out, like there's just the type of chops that builds. It's pretty awesome.
Sure.
Yeah, and even celebrities, they go on interviews, they're like, SNL is so grueling. It's every day. Like, these people do this every day, like week in, week out. Like, this is what they do, and it's so much pressure. But it just works. And if it doesn't work, you just have to flow with it, which is what
you pivot, you adjust, you can it's okay to make mistakes, and you just keep going.
It's okay to marry people off, give them kids they never knew they had. That's the magic of life.
Right. I just wanted to check.
Yep.
Number one, and I wanted to fact check your research, buddy. I was like, yeah. Gotta go back to the drawing board.
Wait,
I blew that one. Yeah, and I blew that one.
It's all right, Josh. He asked me my age earlier on my birthday show, and that's just not allowed. I said he asked me my age earlier on my birthday show, and that's just not allowed.
Oh yeah, that's a no-no. Even me, even a kid actor from the 90s knows that.
I'm gonna get an answer. My wife's gonna be, you asked her age, which I'm supposed to know by now.
A really low bar,
Yeah.
We've only been doing this for 5 years now. How would I possibly know your age?
Yeah. How many episodes have you guys done? Like, this is
228.
28.
Awesome.
Yeah, for 5 years.
Awesome. Congratulations, guys. That's amazing.
Thank you. And coming from you, that means everything. Go ahead, Joel. Get in there. I'm rambling.
I have to say, because when we started the show, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like we can reach out to anyone. You just popped into my mind. I'm like, I'm such a fan, and I just thought about the people I was fans of growing up, and obviously Nick was a huge part of that. But like seeing you guys week in, week out, just it really affected us 90s kids, and I think it developed our sense of humor in a way too. So it has to be crazy. Like, you guys set the tone. You set the tone for comedy and just the jokes that we find.
First of all, thank you for that. That means a lot. It means a lot to me that you guys wanted me to have me on early, 2017, and then bring me back. And that the fact that you chose this, Jeff, for her birthday surprise, I'm honored.
Thank you. You're actually the first person who came to mind from remembering when we did audio. And like I said, I'm thinking like, I need somebody great.
Don't.
My right-handed guy should pass out right here.
Kids, but I couldn't get him.
It was either you or Linda Carter.
I can't compete.
I don't know. You're like I said, you were a legend. And Jules' mind and mine of the 90s kids, you're a legend. You really are. That character and all that.
You guys are so nice.
And all that.
You're all that.
Just to kind of go back to what Jules was saying, like the ripple effect, that you feel, that's really cool. It's so cool. Like, I don't think any of us take it lightly. I know it means a lot to me. Like the fact that you have, an it's interesting. We were talking about like the differences in the 90s shows and like what's different now. Like back in the day, we didn't really know the impact. There was a lag time, right? Where, you know, people didn't have phones back then. You couldn't, you know, they didn't have the internet. They couldn't instantly tell you that the show meant so much to them, right? So it's like years later, you find out what kind of impact it had. And I just know that recently with, you know, all the reunions and the show rebooting in 2019 and the Comic-Cons, like this stuff that we've done and the things that you see people post, it means so much to me. It really does. And to be part of something that meant so much to so many people is really cool. And then, you know, I'll go on these sets sometimes and, you know, the people and the writers and the producers, like in the writer's room, will come up to you and say, you know, I started doing comedy and writing comedy because of all that. And like, you're like, what? It's really, it's very, very cool. So I just want to take a second and acknowledge that.
Oh, then thank you so much. And I think it speaks to what kind of programming Nick always came out with. If it wasn't all that or some new show for the kids, even animated, because a ton of animated shows from Nickelodeon are amazing.
Yeah, they were crushing animated shows back then. And all of them were.
And even like Avatar, I mean, SpongeBob, they're groundbreaking. Like they're so amazingly well written. And Avatar is one of my favorite shows of all time. I love it. But even if Nick didn't give you that, it gave you the good old stuff like Lucy and Dobie Gillis and just Bewitched, like Nick and Night.
Yeah, Nick and Night.
Yeah, Nick and Night.
Incredible. So I would always love Nick for that and just bringing us great programming.
Actually, hold on. I might. I don't know. I moved some of my nostalgia stuff.
Oh my god.
To my storage unit, but hold that thought on the Nick and Night.
We're gonna hold. This is very exciting.
Hold on.
You know, it's funny. Before he came on, a few minutes before he came on, we were saying something. I said all that, and I'm like, I did it again. I'm like all that, and you didn't catch it. I was like throwing the hint out there too, and he's super cool. It's great that he's here, and
I do have some all that swag. I can pull out some all that swag, but I have some like just old school like vintage Nickelodeon stuff.
Oh my god!
Like, but I want to make. I know, like what?
Just like hoodies and stuff that is like rap party gifts, and you know.
Do you have the ears?
No, I don't. I've been asked that before. I have a Good Burger starter jacket in there.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
You want to see that? Because I kind of built it up.
Yes.
If you can, sure. We'd love to see that. Are you kidding me? This is so cool. It really is. I love the nostalgia stuff.
I built it up.
Holy crap!
Oh my god, look at that.
Like the Venus kind of starter Good Burger jacket,
that's
right?
So cool.
Vibes.
Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Take your
I have a bunch of stuff in storage that if we ever do a third episode, I'll do an unveiling. I'll do an unveiling.
Yeah, an unboxing. And honestly, like I was going to say that to the end. We would absolutely love to have you back anytime. Another project lands or just got things going on. And like I said, your PR team is so great and so fast response. We'd love to have you on, dude. You were a class act. You're hilarious.
I'll tell them you said nice things. Yeah, I'm very blessed. I got some amazing people in my in my corner, right? And it takes a village of people to really support you in the industry like this. So I'm really grateful for the people that so that's nice that you said that. So yeah, they're awesome. They're killing it.
Terrific. Two things.
On Good Burger now?
Yeah, he wants a Good Burger, of course. We all do. Two things before we let you
There's a lot of chatter.
Oh, I like that.
I can't confirm or deny.
Oh,
all right.
A lot of chatter.
I like that. I love that.
What about Comic-Con though? Comic-Con always it's very big.
What's that?
Comic-Con in Philadelphia is very big in the summer, so if you can make your way.
How's Philly, by the way, guys? Is good?
It's good. It's a little chilly. The atmosphere right now would like to say with the Eagles is it's nuts.
Just fired up. I don't want to. Yeah.
Well, we just had a World Series here. Unfortunately, we lost. Now we got this, NFC Championship. So yeah, it's pretty rowdy, right? We're actually starting to like each other a little bit.
I am not catering to you or your fan base, but I'm rooting for the Eagles on.
All right, you heard it. Absolutely excellent. Before we let you go, two things. Number one, I want Jewel to just give you something from the bottom of her heart to say before you go. And secondly, I don't know if you're a singer, but usually the special guest hits the happy birthday note for the.
No, Jeff, you can take it.
Okay, I'll take that.
That is not something my PR team.
Nobody said that. It's not on there.
It's not on my rider singing birthday songs. I'll pick it up. Like I can do the, you do the highs and lows. I'll do the harmonies, whatever. I am not the best singer, admittedly.
We'll let you off the hook.
Yeah.
No, I appreciate
you our best. I wouldn't. We were not going to leave you hanging. I just need you to take. I need you to take point, Jeff. That's all.
Right.
All right, are we ready? Happy birthday to you.
Oh wow, look at him.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Jewel Teti from Jeff and Superstar Josh Server. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, thank you so much. Josh, you're the best. Thank you so much.
Oh, at that point, I just needed to support him. The songbird of a generation right there.
Right.
You're so welcome. Thank you for having me. Who's this?
This is Joey. Say hi, Josh.
Hi.
Hi, Joey.
All right.
She's got her watching.
That's awesome.
So cool.
What was the other thing? You said there was two things, right?
I wanted Jewel to kind of just express her love and appreciation of you and the things you've done, which she has done, and getting you to sing. I understand that. I mean, Jewel had somebody singing Scandinavian to me one time, so yeah.
No, but I really appreciate you taking the time. This has been so incredible, and yeah, like I said. Oh, and we have Betsy Russell coming up, and she was first an audio interview, and then she's coming on live and in person, and it's just so cool. This way, we get to see you, and we just appreciate you so much, and thank you very much.
And vice versa, I appreciate you guys. Happy birthday! I don't know which birthday it is because Jeff asked earlier.
We don't talk about it.
We don't talk about it. But I'm wishing you the absolute best birthday on Friday, and have an amazing day, and you deserve it. And again, thank you guys so much for having me on the show. It's always a blast to hear you, but now also see you guys.
And likewise, it was really, as great as it was the first time, you were terrific, and it is to talk, to see you and get the emotions off all three of us and just watch the facial reactions and the response. It's just amazing. It's one of the greatest inventions ever. We're blessed to have this. We're blessed to have.
Look at us in the future.
I know, right? We're like George Jetson doing this shit right
now. That's good.
The next podcast will be on Mars. I mean, we're just, you know what? If we space it out long enough, we're just going to continue to advance technologically. Yeah. So who knows? Like, we probably have to like push it out another 4 or 5 years and just see where we're at.
Yeah, we'll have like a.
Thank you, Earl. Thank you, Earl. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm so many.
Absolutely awesome.
Enjoyed and hopped on.
So a huge thanks to Josh Server, just a classic actor, and you can check some of the past episodes of all that and introduce your kids to it because it's great programming, it's great stuff, and dude, you're world class. Can't thank you enough to come out here tonight and do it. And your PR team said you were excited. You showed every bit of excitement. It was great, and I hope it means a lot to Jewel and Joey. It means a lot to me. I know that, and we're going to talk soon, man. I'll get back to your people.
Thank you guys for all the support over the years. And yeah, we'll talk soon. And you guys have a great night, okay?
You too. Thank you very much. Okay. Josh Server, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I got to tell you, Joe, that was, man, awesome. He's a good dancer. He don't like to sing, but he's a good dancer.
A 1.5 threat.
See you later. Well, Joel, what do you think? Did I do okay this year? JD Wolf hit
you. It out. Oh my gosh.
That was something.
That was something. You got to get up in there and have a little drink with us here.
Yes, I did.
Oh
No, it was
my
amazing. I
God.
can't believe you like pulled it out again. I really I had so many guesses, and I swore for some reason I was like, he's gonna go female this time, and you just surprised me all over again. And Josh was amazing. That was
It was
so
great.
cool. And I can't believe it. Like, he agreed to come back.
Because they great call too, because we were so, and no apologies given to us, but we were in the podcast world. We were very raw. Our equipment was extremely raw. The site we used
Right,
was
yeah.
raw, and it was
We're just
shaky and
starting.
scratchy. And we were just
All
starting,
I hear is
and
awful. We're sorry.
oh my god! And as
I don't
you,
even listen to those episodes anymore. And we have some amazing guests, and I'm just like, oh my God, I feel so bad.
right. And I wanted to share this with your birthday. I found this the other day. I'm like, oh my god, that's where it all started. That
Yes.
horrible thing
Yeah,
with
that's
the
what I use for my like
horse.
day job. Look at this thing. Like,
We each had
yeah.
one, and man, it
Yeah.
was
Mm-hmm.
rugged. But and that was the thing to me when I reached out to his PR people. I said, obviously he was so kind to do it before, and
Oh
would
my
love to
God.
do it again. And now it's different. And like I said, like the great people we had back then, like Steve Howie's and etc. They don't necessarily want to do the crossover to video. Madeline Zima hasn't quite yet. We had her locked in, but she didn't make it. Nancy Valen did actually the first crossover. She actually came from audio to video, which was great. And
It's because they don't have the cool setup. Like, I feel like so many actors have taken upon themselves because they're in auditions and they're
yeah,
trying to prepare for roles, and they have that cool setup. I mean, they all have the same one. It's so funny, but it looks great. And this is how they audition, especially since COVID and everything. So, oh my God, that was incredible. It was so cool to see him live and in person because
I agree.
and you never think that. And you have an interview with someone, and we always invite them back, and you do a great job with that
Thank
and keeping up with them. And we try to follow and promote their stuff, but it's it's kind of a long shot that they actually agree, because people lose touch and they get busy and life
you. Yeah,
happens. So no, that was amazing of him. Thank you so much. Thank you to his PR team, and that was very, very cool. You made my
yeah,
birthday.
awesome. Very huge thank you. You're still lingering and haven't hit JD's
Ah,
drink
dang it,
request yet.
I'm here now. Okay, I gotta get another.
And I apologize to Earl because Earl, two of the things that you said came up late. Earl sent you a big list of drink emojis too, which
Oh,
never
we did?
showed up.
Okay.
Yeah, so you got your drink,
All
and
right.
then
I'll catch up.
he had the story that came up late about saving Seth Green drowning in a swimming pool. That came up like at late. Like what
Are
happened?
you serious?
Right? And that's a great story. And it came up late. Like I would have liked, and some stuff just kind of pops. Like even this, when you said I cried happy tears, the surprise on Joel's face when you came on. I'm sure that was,
Oh,
trying to get to Josh. We got a little late. Yeah, there were some Facebook ones that didn't go. I'm actually watching the replay. Josh is still on here. So it's like very peculiar. It's live. It's
dude,
live
Seth Green.
programming.
Oh my God. First of all, Seth Green was one of my first crushes, along with Josh. I love Seth Green, especially Can't Hardly Wait. And he had those
Oh
like
yeah.
ski
The
goggles and
rapper
baggy
goggles.
pants. Oh my God, I was all about like the rapper look.
And the funnier part about it is, like when you look for a surprise guest, and you said you thought I was going female, stick with male. Because I know how you get. I know you get blushy and red in the face. And when you first got Josh, like, oh my God, he's so cute. And I'm like, let's bring him on. Let's get his face on here and see how he reacts. And he reacted pretty much as I was hoping. Thank you. If you,
You can't cry. Just can't cry.
I know. I thought we were going to get you once or twice. And I
No,
told
you did. You can't even see it because of the lights. But
JD today to go back and watch the Jamie Kennedy episode because this when we first did the surprises, and I guess she was stunned at how I pulled off such a surprise. So now, like I said, now the challenge is on. And I know JD Wolf may not really know Misha Johnson, but let me give you a story. She did local traffic on the news, and her name got to be massive in Philadelphia because every guy loved her. She was just beautiful. And she had left TV. I asked her before she left TV. She said, I can't, contract doesn't let me do certain shows without the approval of the station. Okay, so we lost that. Then I found out she left the station. I'm like, oh, hot damn. And I messaged her right away. And he's not married. See that, Jewel? So we had her on again, just audio. Great to talk to. Very shaky. The audio was rough. So after doing Jamie Kennedy, Jules like, I'm gonna get you. And I'm trying again. You try to think who could it possibly be. You're thinking of names, it never comes. And then the moment comes. I had a little tabby over there, so I didn't see who came backstage. I just saw the letter M. I'm like, no idea. And when she came on, I was just blown away because I love her. What's that?
That's good that she just put the letter M because his popped up. I'm like Josh Server. I'm like, oh my god.
Oh, so you've seen it?
I did.
Oh, okay. I know. I saw the M only because I covered it with a tabby, so I didn't see who it was.
Oh.
And I just saw the letter M.
Good
I'm
idea.
like, M. I'm like, who do I know with M? And so she's another one that did the crossover. And I'm going to tell
I
you,
love it.
JD, Earl, you might have seen it. If not, go back and check my birthday episode of Major Johnson because you see how beautiful she is. And then she sung my right hand, happy birthday to me in Norwegian. Swedish, was it? Or
Swedish, yeah.
she sung happy birthday to me in Sweden. And I almost got divorced that night. It was something else. But the box of wine's going down smooth. Good. Throw up another emoji. I think Jewel needs a little bit of that drinking there as well. It is your birthday. They're going to work tomorrow. But let's get it up here.
I'm hanging.
You are hanging.
Oh my gosh. That was so cool.
You're our Wonder Woman. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, when it came down to it, it really came down to, I need somebody to come on that's going to be fun. Somebody I know you love. And like I said, last year I don't think I did anything. Did we have a surprise last year?
No, I was working.
Right. And I came so close to Beth Gibbons, which I had to tell you afterwards. And her PR people said, we wanted to, but she's not doing a lot of press. I'm like, oh, so close. So this year I wanted to get you somebody. And then remember last time you said how much you grew up with Josh and loved that show. And so hopefully it went well. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I had a great time. He is something else. He's a great person. He's funny.
Let me just send you the best GIF that you type in Josh Server. Like, this is what comes up. Like, how cool is
that? Is pretty cool. Like, that is awesome.
He was so cool. He was the best. Oh my god, I can't believe.
You know what?
Birthday week.
Excellent. Wine is wine. Doesn't make a difference how you're drinking it.
Wine? I'm not drinking wine. I'm actually drinking.
He's drinking it. He's drinking wine out of the box.
Oh, well, be careful.
Yeah.
You know what I found my favorite wine? This Bonatera. It's Italian and it's organic, and it really just does not give me a headache. It's like a Cabernet.
Wow, because wine kicks my ass.
But this
really does.
Because I feel like the organic grapes, I say what you will, but that really makes a difference of you not having a headache and compared to like some $9 box wine.
$9. Come on, Earl. How much is that box of wine? You can tell us.
Yeah. $9.99.
$9.99. You just said yum. Yeah, I know. Like, my wife loves wine too, and it hates her. It hates her, but she loves it, and they don't get along very well.
It always like stains my teeth. I'm like, come on, man.
She doesn't get that. My ex used to get that bad, like the lips and the teeth and all.
So it's like it goes in. I don't know, but there's this thing. I tried to send it to my cousin, but it's a stick that you put into the wine, and it takes all like the toxins out, I guess.
Oh, really?
Give you a hangover.
How about that?
Yeah, we'll see.
That's usually the stuff I thought was good for it. Real quick, a couple of emojis, some likes and some loves and all that good stuff. And I got to share the emojis for a reason. So my friend Steve Giordano, of course, gives a thumbs up. Thank you. Sharon Teti, of course, with the thumbs up. We got a heart from Sharon Teti also. And we got a laugh emoji from Earl. And Earl, you dropped that laugh emoji right at the time I embarrassed myself by saying he had a family. But I knew, I knew he didn't have kids. I thought he was married to that woman. There was a woman in a couple of pictures. I thought they were married. Maybe he was saying it for Joel's sake. He's like, oh, I'm not married. Hit him up, Joel.
She's beautiful, beautiful actress. And
you're beautiful also. Pinot Noir, $27.
Oh.
Whoa, look at
Wow.
this fancy. Hey, yeah, man. We should be partying at Earl's house. She's on a live show for $27. God damn.
Yeah, wine? That's
Yeah,
fancy.
and it's funny because my wife likes the Australian Pinot Grigio. Australian for some reason, I don't know. And she'll send me, I don't know, she'll send me to the store. She's like, bring me back some wine. I get like this $5.99 garbage. She's like, what the hell is this? I don't know.
Here's your barefoot. Here you go.
Barefoot. That I get barefoot.
Well,
I get the pink sparkling. Oh no, the what's the sweet one? Moscato.
Moscato. Well,
There,
it's
run that
terrible.
New
It's
Zealand Sauvignon. New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc. Look at these fancy asses tonight.
It's not Australian. It's New Zealand, and it's.
New Zealand. She said Australian. Jesus, yeah.
Never call it Kiwi and Aussie. That's so funny.
Ladies and gentlemen, I will tell you one thing. You know, it's from Marlborough. Of course it is. How did I not know that? Where's Shop Server? We need to get him back here, goddammit.
You're right.
I will tell you what.
White.
When I met Cassie, and Jewel, you'll know this too. My shtick is always being the funniest. I'm the funniest. I want to be funny. And sometimes my wife tries to get am I being funny? And I break her balls like, no, that was fucking hilarious. The timing of it, every piece of it, because we're here like, Earl's like, I'm drinking Pinot Noir. And then here comes New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc. And I'm like, what the hell is going on here?
I'm drinking Captain.
I'm on a roll, all right. I'm on a roll, blowing this show to pieces tonight. I'm striking out. Big Boone's Farm in the fridge.
Oh.
I'm finally drunk for Jewel's birthday party. You know,
fun. That was back in my
last year I worked and got my own guest. And Julia said, Jules, like, I've had no time to prepare. And I ended up with Christina Chris from, God, what's the name of the band?
Amazing.
Damn it. What's the name of the band?
Can we not do this?
Kaleido. Wow. Kaleido. I got it. And she was so cool. Like the day of.
She was amazing.
She's like, oh, it's your birthday? Sure. I'm like, wow. And she was awesome. And she's like beautiful and a great singer. And she sung happy birthday to me and all. We had a blast. And we love. And then the band and Jewel came up with the idea of flash a drink emoji. Jeff takes a drink. I was smoked. I mean, I was ripped to no end, and I just had a great time. And I enjoy doing this with Jewel. I enjoy the people to come in and comment and drop emoji and all that and tune in because it means a lot to us to have fun on our birthdays and have everybody come in and make this special. And I was nervous to get Josh because, you know, at first you're thinking, right, all that. Like, all right, well, we've had him on before. And I'm thinking, yeah, we had him on, but we didn't see him. Dennis Sullivan, wish you a happy birthday. Dennis is great friends with Allie, who's been doing a ton of the great work to help our numbers and help push the show and get better metrics and everything. And Dennis, I can't thank you enough, man. I might get a little emotional because it means a lot that you help us out. And Allie said, I understand you're so great with IT stuff. I'm not an asker. I get embarrassed to ask people favors and things, but she just tells me about the magical work you do, and Jewel appreciates it, and I appreciate it as well, man. It's been awesome. I got to meet Dennis once at Chickies. We went to that corn show. He's a great dude. I hope that means no problem and I problem, like I'm a problem. But we do. We appreciate it, man, because our little program here we think deserves the world. And blessed with Jewel on Tuesdays. I've now become blessed with Allie on Wednesdays. The two of them come in and just knock it out of the park. They work hard. They do the research. You have no idea. I'm going to explain to everybody watching live and everybody who watches the replay how Jewel was hammering me all day saying, I'm not prepared. I don't like this. I don't like not having. Jewel is an old-fashioned, write it down on a piece of paper note person. She's been since the day I met her.
Yep.
But I knew that you knew enough about all that and Josh that you would be able to work it. How did you feel once she popped on?
Yeah, just a sense of relief and just excitement because I'm just such a fan, and I felt like things were going through my mind. Oh, thanks so much, Ellie. I love you. Yeah, things were just going through my mind all day. Like, what is it, and how can I? And I was looking up my favorite people. I'm like, oh my gosh, I just want to say the right things. Not like you.
I invite women down to my basement to get drunk. I do say I really do say weird things.
I thought I would be the flub.
Like I told Misha Johnson, I gotta be honest. I'm in love with you. And I said, I'm like, oh my God, would you stop, please?
Oh, wait, I gotta put on my shirt because it's so comfy.
You gotta get all that shirt on. And that's great, the fact that you found it and he had that jacket. And I gotta bring him back to see them. I want to see the memorabilia. Yeah, Josh, you're still out there watching, man. There it is. And I'm gonna not like you.
This is the best shirt, though. I can't believe it.
But I agree. We all love you, Jewel. You are a staple here. And no offense to anybody who's ever done the show, like the Wednesday nights and have sidekicks, etc. Because we've had some great people, and I love them. And I do love Tuesday nights. And Allie has definitely stepped it up and has made Wednesday nights her thing. And like my wife said, you can't do the same thing with Jewel you can with anybody else. And that's the beauty of it. And Allie said, watching your facial reactions and your straight face and how I bug your eyes out sometimes with dumb stuff I say is great. Allie's a little more straight from the lip, So I'm blessed, though. I really am blessed. The show has been great. And like I said, we're 5 years strong. And Jewel is a queen. She is our queen. We're going to find her a nice king who's got to go through us. Earl, when Jewel gets... Even if I'm there and Jewel meets this guy, he's got to meet Earl. He's got to meet Allie. He's got to meet everybody because we need to.
Oh, yeah. You got to go through and, be tested. It's
absolutely. It's
7 tests that you have to go through.
I definitely want to put this guy on the show, and I know Jewel won't let me. So whenever you meet a guy, he's not coming on the show. Don't worry.
He better be a fan of the show.
He better be a fan of the show. That's the only thing. Happy birthday, P.S. Do you have any shoes for sale on Marketplace?
Yeah.
Did you watch last week's show when Allie came on about this guy that was being really inappropriate on Marketplace? And Steve says, I'm sorry, I thought my comment wasn't offensive. And she missed the joke totally. So he came and used that joke for round 2. I love it. I think it's freaking hilarious.
Right. No, but I was just, I get some strange comments sometimes. So
yeah, I'm sure. And the thing I love also,
I don't know anything but feet or chicken feet or feet related products. Count me out.
We talked about when we had the guest on Wednesday night, we had Mandy Marie on Wednesday night. And one of the things I always wanted to do was just ask women, like, OnlyFans, like, is it worth your while? Is it making out? And she's like, yeah, I do well, Thank you, Drew Smith. And that's another thing I was going to say that's so amazing. Drew was on last week. And I got to tell you, dude, okay, I'm kind of kissing your ass because we're right there. But he was amazing. And the way he talks and the smarts of the business and the great music he puts out. And he comes back and watches. What's that?
The voice.
The voice is, I'm telling you, man, if you missed last week's episode by chance, go back on YouTube, subscribe while you're there too, and check out last week's episode with Drew. The songs are great. The voice is great. But he came back and watched us again. That's great. And Josh said, yeah, I'm thrilled to come back again. And people become, like I said, once you're on Yo Show, you're family, man. We consider you family. And we've got 228 episodes. We got about 200 family members, not to mention our great viewers that come in like Earl, JD, Steve, like great and people to come on and check us out. And Dennis, I appreciate you checking it out again and being part of it. And Allie. And it started out with me and Jewel. It started out, as you've seen, with the very crude material. No, we're a fan of you, dude. Thank you. It means the world. We're a big fan of you too. You're awesome. We love that. I'm about to cry. It's Jewel's birthday. And I'm gonna be the one to cry. I mean, like, it should not be that way. And that's the thing that Drew said. He's like, look, over the years you learn how to update your equipment. Drew, this is where we started. This thing here with the volume control. That's where we started with that thing. Yo fam is right, and you are fam, and you're going to check out the family. You got a chance to meet the family, Jewel, and I'm going to hit you with this right here. For those of you that are in the area, and if you're not in the area, sorry, because we'd love to meet all of you. You're going to meet the Yo Show family, Jewel, myself, Allie, and anybody else who wants to come out and be a part of it. And it is the Yo Show live, February 11th, Saturday night at Murphy's Beef and Ale, 5725 Bristol Emily Road in Levittown. They're having their annual Wing Bowl competition. Technically not allowed to say Wing Bowl, Wing Eating, Wing Fest, whatever we're going to call it. Wing competition, Tecmo Super Bowl contest. The Yo Show is going to be live. Going to try and do some trivia. And they said, I was there this past Saturday, Joel, and they said, just come in and blow it up and be great. That's not too much pressure, is it?
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
Right? I'm very excited.
I'm completely weeping because I'm so excited for this year. And really, like, I don't know. I never look forward to my birthday, but coming on here, I get so excited. And I knew Jeff was going to blow it out of the park like he normally does, but this was so amazing. And I'm so excited. And I know I say this all the time, but I'm very excited for the expansion and just the growth and different people that we're meeting. And we're finally going out into the world and meeting and having these live shows, which we talked about like for 5 years. Like this has been the goal for 5 years, meeting, at the same area, that same, film.
I know. Like, wow. I forgot Mandy Marie claims she's stopping by as well. No offense to myself, Jewel, or Allie, but I was talking to manager Sean. I'm like, Jewel's coming, Allie's coming. We're going to try and get a camera crew, film. It's going to be great. I'm like, Mandy's coming, the adult film star from last week. He's like, what? What happened? The adult girl from last week? She's coming on. I'm like, thanks, bro. Like, you missed the rest of that, right?
Girls, just get everyone a tank top and we'll be straight.
It might end up It might not be in t-shirts. I don't know. Steve Giordano, if you're out there, what's the deal, man? We need the
t-shirts are comfy. I usually wear tank tops, but this is mighty comfy.
Brent Worrell will be in the house. He'll be at Wing Bowl, and the classic moment of who the hell's Brent Worrell? I'm like, he's sitting right across from me. Still the greatest live moment ever.
Brent.
Jewel goes to her phone and look is like friend request. Who the hell's Brent Worrell? I'm like, sorry, sitting right in front of you, dude.
So sorry.
Oh, that would be awesome, dude. We would love that. And that was I couldn't help but laugh hysterically, and like he was sitting right there. Again, Earl, I know you'll watch on the replay, but again, 5725 Bristol Emily Road, Levittown, PA on February 11th. I think it starts at 7. I'll have to double check the time. Right. And it might change. So the manager, Sean, wanted to make sure we got Wing Bowl shirts as well. Like he made shirts for them too. Make sure we get those. And when we get the Yo Show shirts, we're going to try and give 1 or 2 away. And we're going to try and do some trivia in between. If not, maybe we'll have Jewel, Allie, and Mandy get on tables and start dancing. Yeah, whatever it takes.
Just like that.
Josh Server will be there dancing.
Right.
Oh, that's very nice. Let's all hang out tomorrow night. She needs drinks.
Right. Yeah. This week, what are we doing? We're going to Swings.
I'm going to hit you again. I don't know. It's not really Brent's thing. Sorry, Brent. I don't know if you're a metal fan, but there is this great metal show, and I want to share it again because the woman, Elena, that is running it is super cool. We had a great conversation. But anyway, again, it's this Saturday, the 28th, 12:30 to 6 at Sweeney's. It's the original Sweeney's off Philmont, 13639 Philmont Avenue, Philadelphia. It is the Future Stars Show. And I got to tell you, a couple of the names on the docket are incredible. Nailbite, amazing. Steal the Night, Ash Molino, Sour Station, Milo Sky, Mauro Dilo, Just Chris. Nailbite is one of the hottest names right now in metal music. They're teenagers, and they are intense. They are fantastic. Allie's in, so Allie will be there as well. We're excited for that to hang out, and I'm live. I'm with you live now.
Let's go, Allie. Let's go.
Allie's in. I got to tell you, like Jules said, and the beauty of it again is to have. All right, quick story. Let's backtrack. When I first put up the ad for female, I got a female that was interested who was fluffy. So in the bikini, whatever the heck it was. All right, great. I said, yeah, I'll be on. the desire to do any homework, research, any plan whatsoever. Like she had none of that. Okay. Hey Brent, if you want to come by, man, it's metal music, but it's great. Younger
Brent.
artists. They're all awesome. Sweeney's is good. They got beer, they got booze, you know what I mean? So come on down. It's a bar. Grab a drink.
Family friendly too, which I love. Like Duck could go.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know if I want her there, but she could go.
It's gonna get rough. And after like a couple names, again, our good friend Chrissy Leaf, she said, "Can you do me a favor? Can you talk to Jewel? Jewel is my boyfriend's sister." Okay, again, here we go. Yeah, and how about my neighbors? How about my neighbors, cousins, uncles, nephews? Right, exactly. I'm like, oh Christ. And from day one, phenomenal. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. You have like the right look. You got like that. You're like a rocker, but you're current. Like you got a lot, and your knowledge of current events is great. And your knowledge of nostalgia is great. And the things you said and the dreams you had were like, man, this is exactly what I'm looking for. And it's funny because before I had found Jewel, I messaged Allie, and Allie says, it's not really my thing. It's not really, I don't really have the time for it. Okay. So when I started Tuesday night, or God, we did Wednesday night in the beginning, remember way back.
Monday.
Jewel and I, yeah, we started with like Monday. So Jewel and I got this thing, and we really built this great chemistry, and the guests got better, and the show got better. And then Wednesday night was supposed to be, we'll mix in different people. Because we had so many guests that wanted to come on, my guy, we'll mix in different people. And then Allie was like, Jewel 2.0. Like I call the show 2.0 on Wednesdays. Allie's like Jewel 2.0. She does incredible work and grinds. And she said, look, I need this in my life, man, to do. Right. I mean, man, she's a mom as well. She's like, I kind of need this in my life to go out and network and meet people. And that's the same thing that Jewel said. Same way I feel like when I'm off, I spend half the day on the phone emailing and looking things up and etc. As you could tell, I noticed that Josh had a lovely wife and kids. What a freaking disaster, dude. What a disaster.
No, but I know exactly what you're saying because I say this all the time, and sometimes I feel guilty because, I am a mom full time, and I feel like I can't be out seeing shows and going out on the town. Like, I just can't do that. It's really not feasible. But I love live music, and I love the Philly scene, and that was the goal from the beginning. And I was a mom in the beginning, but I just felt like
her goal in the beginning was to be a mom.
No, I'm just saying, like,
no,
it's. I always think of like Marissa on 90 or 1029. She or 93.3. She goes out and she lives in the city. She's a single chick, and she can go to the shows and be in the scene. Like I can't do that,
Yeah, understood.
But as long as you keep your ear to the street, and I'm saying if you want to do this and you feel like you don't have the time or you don't have the energy, anything is accessible in this day and age. You just have to be willing to put in the work, and like you said, you're on the phone all the time and you're like constantly posting and everything. It's 100% work. If you're looking for fame or money or anything in podcasting, that ain't it. Like, you have to be in it for the love of it, and that's why we've always done it for the past 5 years. So and I still love doing it. I find bands. I'm so excited to see new bands this year, and old favorites, and just people we grew up with. Like, that is thrilling to me. And just like Josh, I'm telling you, like, this, you shaped me. You shaped who I am as a person.
That kind of floored him a little bit. He knew where you were going there, and it took him back a little bit, which is great though, because knowing your mannerism and the way you act and the way you are, that was your childhood. That's what.
And your sense of humor. I watch Jenna Marbles. You know Jenna Marbles. She's like famous YouTuber. She does a podcast with her husband Julian, and they're like the top 5 shows that shaped your sense of humor, which is huge. I mean, that's like your personality, you know. And
keep in mind, I grew up with the Jeffersons, All in the Family. So you see, my humor's a little different.
No, it's great though. I love that, and I love seeing my parents' sense of humor, and I get it because I get all of those. That's why I was, I love Nickelodeon so much because I love Lucy. Like Lucy was slapstick, and she was the same thing that all that tried to bring, and it did, and it's still doing. Like it's on Netflix right now. I was kind of taken back because I'm like, is it on Netflix? Like I thought I saw it on Netflix, and it is. Like it's on Netflix. Watch it with your kids. Like it's so freaking
Right.
funny, and it's just relevant, and it still holds up. And I just I think it's a gas. I really I love it.
Again, I
And,
love it. A gas. 23
it's a
Skadoosh.
gas.
This took it like I misread this comment. I see it again. I'm looking at it the whole time. Allie said you're the responsible one of the family. That's freaking scary.
Hey,
That really is scary. Wow.
depends on which captain.
Exactly. And Allie does like to put this in there, and I appreciate it because she always puts us right on cue about the beard and the Moist Collective. She is on top, and she does great stuff like that. So it is moist. This beard is moist and fresh and shiny, and it is the Moist Collective, our sponsor here on the Yo Show. The best beard care products available come from the Moist Collective, and you can get yours right now at www.rumoist.com. You can use the Yo Show code YOSHOW20 to get 20% off your order. My great friend Jim Hutton is the founder, and I tell you, the scent is amazing, Jewel. The thickness and shine of the beard, incredible. You can get them now, 20% off. Shipping is available, www.rumoist.com. They got awesome shirts that say moist right across the front, so I know it's everybody's favorite word. It's also a great beard product. Jim does an amazing job. Him and his wife, Tina. Definitely worth trying. Buy local. Definitely buy local. Check out the Moist Collective. Several lines and scents available. They have beard oil. They got beard. I can take that down. So they got beard oil, and they got beard butter, and they got beard wash, and you can get all this great stuff. Great logo, moist, awesome stuff. I use it. I'm not just saying that because Jim's my buddy, and I'm not just saying that because he pays us thousands a week to put here on the show. You hear that, Jim? Thousands a week to put here on the show. Now, but seriously,
Valentine's Day.
Good call, Jewel. See, this is why I need the ladies in my life. They are making it happen. Valentine's Day is, in fact, on the way. Ladies, get your men a great, great gift because I know my wife has grown to love the beard. It was a COVID thing, and now I'm not allowed to shave it. I got to have it at all times. I know she lets me have it. Isn't that nice of her? She loves it. And she also loves the products and the scent of Moist. So get it now. Valentine's Day. Guys, get it. Go out and get yourself a hot date. Make sure your beard smells good. Ladies, buy it now. The code YOSHOW20, the Moist Collective, www.rumoist.com. Tell them the Yo Show sent you. God, I always wanted to say that just once in my life.
Good drop. Good drop.
Thank you very much. Very much.
I was going to say, I'm floored without, this is coming full circle, but I was going to say, we should do the top 5 things. You should. What, your bread?
I think he meant his beard. He spelled bread. If you want your bread to be moist, I mean, did I misspell it? Did I put bread product? I don't even know, dude.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll remember tomorrow.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
It's a Moist Collective.
Yeah, I know. A lot of women hate the word moist. We had that cringeworthy word thing one time.
Get over it.
I know, right? But we got a happy birthday from Christina Murray.
My cousin. I love you.
Aw, thank you so much. You're about to drop some great news on us. Hates now. I got you. Hates. You messed that whole thing up, Dennis. I think you and Earl were sharing that box of wine.
Oh, so full circle to the Nickelodeon thing. I was going to do a top 5 of what we're most excited for this year. Movies, video games. I thought that'd be cool. I'm so excited for the new Zelda to come out. It's dropping May 12th. Sequel, because I've beaten every Zelda game.
Really?
We're very close to beating Majora's Mask, which is the last of the newer games that we have to beat. Also,
She looks like day after Joey. She right everything.
she's trying to be scary. Also, Avatar is coming to Netflix, and that's the show I was talking to Josh about.
Yeah.
A live action version. M. Night Shyamalan completely butchered the movie, so that is coming to Netflix. I'm very excited. Also, Sonic. What do you think about the new Sonic?
Oh, it's beautiful, even though we got to play like 2 seconds of it.
We got the demo. We just wanted to see what we like it.
Yeah, but we could even beat the boss. So
Joey, for your mother's birthday, I need you to tell the people in YouTube land and out there what to do with YouTube.
What to do?
Make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on all notifications and hit that like button in the face, but don't break your screen. And check out our merch, and yeah. And also there's a new Zelda game coming on May.
And sing happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday to you.
Gotcha.
Happy birthday to you.
Hey, Marilyn.
I know, right?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. And thanks for the 11 people who are watching right now.
That was like a mixture.
Like 19.
That's a mixture of like Marilyn Monroe and Zsa Zsa Gabor. Like, happy birthday, darling.
Well, I told her, I'm like, there's a chance this might be Bishop Briggs. Just like, lock her.
I've got to be honest. I have
Shut your mouth, I'm roaming like a rapper.
So you're going to be on the next Drew Smith album. It's going to be amazing.
You got Nashville stars looking at you, girl.
I know, right? Drew, like, you got like big time stars here, like Drew Smith, checking you out, telling you you're amazing. That's great stuff. Bishop Briggs, I think, is going to have a restraining order against me because, good Lord, I have hammered this poor woman with emails. I am dying to get her to show up just once. I know you're a big fan. She's super cool too, but there's always so much going on. And then there was this woman who kept begging me on. So, oh yeah, I'm definitely her. There you go. You're on next Drew Smith album featuring Joey. I love it. But yeah, Bishop Briggs, I'm pretty sure I'm going to get a restraining order against me very soon. We love you, Bishop, if you're out there. I know she watches regularly.
I appreciate your effort, dude.
I try. I really do try. I mean, I was definitely, and Josh thinks I was lying. He came to my mind first this year. I'm like,
Dude.
because we had been talking about the audio people bringing it back. I said, Josh Irving, absolutely. And once he said yes, that's all she wrote. Let's take a look at let's do real quick what's coming up on the show. We really didn't touch topics today, but topics are useless. Our topic today is our girl Jewel, and it's her birthday. But let's take a look at who's coming up on the Yo Show. We got a lot of great photos and some big announcements coming up, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. Let's hit you with it real quick. I jumped out of turn and blew it. Oh, damn it. I got the things all scrambled up. Anyway. Give me a second. Remember, it's National Compliment Day. Don't tell me how badly I blew this. All right, anyway. We'll just do the regular coming soon. Coming soon! Next week, we're back the 31st, Tuesday night, with the beautiful model and actress Fallon Vendetta, Philly girl herself. February 7th, Dane Lewis. He's part of the same PR team as our man Drew Smith. So he'll be here on the program. We welcome back on the 21st. We don't do the 14th, Valentine's Day. I got a date that night. Yeah, Allie. Allie's a fan of Fallon. She's digging it. I dig Fallon also. So February 14th is Valentine's Day, no show. February 21st, we welcome back Moonroof. That's right, local band. They got brand new music coming out. They'll be on the program on the 21st. 28th is singer Lisa Orlando, also with new music. She's coming back to the program. March 7th is one I'm excited about, Jewel. Mike Mraz. The band is Back in Black. It is the world's #1 AC/DC cover band. And if you know, right now they've got on Amazon Prime the movie called My Stupid Tribute Band. It's a movie, a documentary about how this band got together and what they survived to stay very influential. They're a great band. Saw them in Nashville. They're awesome. March 7th, Back in Black's Mike Mraz is going to be on to talk about the movie. He's going to be here to talk about the band. It's going to be great. The 14th, one of my absolute favorites, the beautiful and talented Betsy Russell. March 21st, just confirmed, singer Kate Boytek will be on the program. March 28th, we welcome back one of our favorites from Hale Sagan. Sagan Amory will make her third visit to the program. We'll talk about her new music and how her career's been going. And on April 4th, brand new music again. I got it sent to me via email, sent it to Jules, sent it to Allie. Members of Collective Soul, Stone Temple Pilots have all gotten together. The band is Mojo Moji. They'll be back on the program April 4th. Jewel, I can't stand it. There's so much great stuff coming on. There's more great stuff on Yo 2.0 that comes up on Wednesday nights. We'll talk about tomorrow with Allie. Our guest tomorrow night will be Whitney Ullman. Whitney is a former podcaster, an awesome local promoter, does great shows out in Atlantic City. She's pretty much the pulse of getting anything programmed out in Atlantic City. She's awesome. Whitney Ullman 2.0 tomorrow night with Allie Commissaro. Joe, I got to tell you, such a good, don't go nowhere yet, JD. You got like 10, 15 minutes yet, dude. You sit still because me and Joel got to talk about something very important. And I have my glasses on. Nah, you have to watch the replay. Joel, with 10 minutes left in the program, help me out here, please, because you know I love this person. But I'm absolutely positively blown away by, where is it at? There. River Red. Please explain to me what is up with River Red and the rumor that Britney is half GI and that she's dead and all this crap. What is the latest you're hearing on Britney? Because everybody says her Instagram is now fake and she's GI and it's not even her. She's changed her name to River Red. What is going on here?
I have no idea. She's been using this like red reference for a while now, and posting pictures of red flowers and everything. I don't know, man. I wish she stopped posting.
Dude, I wish she would shut it. Oh, real quick, Jewel, look at this. Another former guest, the amazing Victoria Fire, wish you happy birthday. It's so awesome. I love when former guests come on. Brittany, you're out. I'm done with your River Red crap. But anyway, it's puzzling. And the red thing, people were doing the GI, like her fingers would disappear when she turns because it's not even her. And it's so creepy. She's creepy. Why?
And she's posting like the same thing as like years prior and the same date. Like, come on. Even if like you're what is it called? If you're making this, if you're curating this, right, an online profile for one of the biggest stars in Hollywood, like, wouldn't you be more careful? Like, it just seems as though it's not thought out enough to be. That's why it's so creepy. It's like, dude, didn't you guys think of this? Like, first of all, she has millions of fans who could pinpoint exact locations, outfits, hairstyles, makeup. Like, you can't just give us material so we can dissect it for it to be unnatural. Like, we're gonna know. Her fans know we're not stupid people. So
I know, and
we can figure it out.
It's creepy. So I know we talked a little while back about another program. Somebody asked me to do another podcast. So we might very well get into it. It's kind of like it's an adult version, kind of like a murder mystery kind of thing as well. A little off the cuff. And we're working on that. But one of the things this person said to me, she said, dude, I'm telling you, I've got stories that tell me that Britney Spears is dead and this isn't even her we're watching. That's freaky. I mean, because it can't be that far-fetched.
It's weird how stuff loops, and really, like, we can't believe what we see unless it's in front of our face. So I couldn't believe that Josh Server was in front of our face tonight.
That was not. That was me and GI.
And GI.
That really was Josh Server, which is awesome. We thank him for that and thank him for being a part of the program. Real quick, a couple more topics. I know we love our topics. We kind of miss them. Don't forget, it is National Compliment Day. You still got a couple hours. Drop some great compliments like I will for Allie, love you, and thank you for all the work you do. Dennis as well, thank you for being a part of the program. Bear, JD, thanks for tuning in all the time. Jewel, thanks for being amazing and beautiful, and just a great part of the show. We love you for it. Thanks for our special guests. Look, Josh Server, thank you. Victoria Fire, former guest, for popping on, and Drew Smith for popping on. Wishing Jewel a happy birthday. That kind of stuff means the world to us. Real quick, coyote sightings in Pennsylvania, Bucks County, nevertheless. Saw some last year, back this year, very dangerous for your pets. Jewel, coyote sighting?
I had a coyote in my backyard. I lived in a couple towns north of me, where I am now, about 5, 6 years ago, and there was a coyote. I had my dog out, and my dog's a pit bull, so I would just let my dog have free reign because we have like open land.
Yeah.
And I had a coyote try, and I'm like, at first, I'm seeing this dog come at me in the street light in the dark. I'm like, oh, puppy. And then it starts prancing, and it's like,
yeah, there.
I'm like, it's not a dog.
It's not a puppy.
Not a dog. And then it just like took off in the night, in the dark, away from it. But it was coming. It was like charging towards us for a second, so I got nervous. But yeah, coyotes are freaking dangerous, especially with tiny dogs. Tiny dogs, they're a real threat too.
They now, from what I read, they have a little bit of a problem with humans. Like they'll tend to run away if you get aggressive. I'm not trying it. Somebody let me know how that works out. Film it too. But yeah, they're dangerous animals. We got little dogs. My wife will let them out and walk away from it. I'm like, don't be walking away because these things will jump. They'll jump the fence. From what I've seen,
they do.
We thank you very much. Happy birthday, sweet girl. Thank you, man. I appreciate. I had a great time tonight.
Thank you.
I'm like sad it's over. It's a couple minutes, and Billy Idol back out on tour. Billy Idol survived a bad motorcycle crash. Was not touring for a while. Hard time moving around, but now he's back. He's up. Just got started on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. He's coming back. Stevie Stevens will be there, so we're excited for Billy Idol. Not playing anywhere too close, like 2 hours away. I'm still seeing it. The Razzie Awards, Teti, we're going to talk about this real quick. The big nominees for the Razzie Awards, which is like the joke of Hollywood. It's like the worst of Hollywood. Morbius and the Monroe biopic Blonde.
Blonde deserves it.
Yeah, Blonde was horrible. Thank you.
I've not seen Morbius. I have no desire to see Blonde ever again. That was awful. So that deserves it. And I thought she was amazing. It has nothing to do with her. It's just purely writing and whatever they thought this would be.
They tried too hard to give you the graphic end. Yeah.
It was terrible. It was just so unnecessary.
I agree. I thought it was, like I said, they wanted to bring out the tragic part of her life. Yeah, it's like rape scenes and and abortion scenes was like yeah, I was very uncomfortable. It
wasn't sexy or anything. It was just uncomfortable. Like from the first scene, like I was so excited for the movie. I'm like, oh my god, I love Marilyn. Like, yeah, it was terrible.
Even my wife's like, can I change this? I'm like, yeah, that's because just
really, it was a fight to get through the ending. But go see Morbius.
I heard Morbius was terrible. I don't know. I like Jared Leto. I heard Morbius was absolutely terrible. God, we went through all that already. Yeah, that was quick. Excellent job by us.
I am watching. Did you see The Last of Us?
No, everybody's all about it. I haven't seen it yet.
So it's a PlayStation game.
Oh yeah, okay.
And I have not played it. I really want to play it, but I love horror.
I know you know.
I cannot be in the driver's seat. I might freak out. If I'm in a real life horror situation, I might react differently than when I'm in like holding a controller and can look away from the problem. But yeah, Last of Us on HBO. I watched the first 2 episodes. Very gripping. It's like a new Walking Dead. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's like the hot thing right now. Check it out.
Mushrooms, zombies.
Managed to find my Jeff Purdy action figure. Eerie how much it looks like me without the beard.
Oh my.
I know, right? And my Wednesday Addams finally popped up. Yay!
Oh.
Hot Topic Wednesday. I got the other one with Cello, the exclusive.
I love her.
I don't like the show, but I love her. Yeah, so that is the show everybody's talking about right now. You can kind of judge from Facebook who's watching what, and that's like the show everybody's talking about.
Give me a new show. I'm trying to watch 1923, Last of Us.
I heard Gangs of London. Is that what it's called? My buddy Christian Ripper turned me on that. I haven't started watching it. Gangs of London. Cassie's in the middle of a show now, so once she's done that, we'll jump on the Gangs of London. check that out. I heard it's very good.
And Cocaine Sisters.
And Cocaine Sisters when that comes on.
And
I have all
Bear.
Cocaine Bear and
The bear
Cocaine
is
Sister
cocaine.
and
Looks
Scarface
frightening.
and what the hell? I once acted like a zombie on 8 Mile.
Yeah.
Don't forget to see Mushroom Bear, starring Bear Rings as
Mushroom Bear. How full circle is that?
A little scary. Okay, so Jewel, happy birthday to you. As always, a great time. I had a great time tonight. I thank everybody again that chimed in and wish Jewel
You
happy
always give the
birthday.
best presents.
Thank you. We need one more for to hit the road. You're taking it we took it all very light tonight on George. I know you won't do in April, you fuckers, but
Yeah, we're gonna have to make up for this weekend.
absolutely. And again, one more time, for folks out there, don't forget. I'll post it again because I'm a sweetheart like that. Now I can't find it. I lost it. Is that it? Oh no, it's Crazy Train Radio. I got there. Bear said loves you and he loves me. Yeah.
Oh.
I think an exclamation point. Mine's just like boring love. Jules exciting love. Box of wine do you good every time. Giant thanks, humongous thanks to Josh Server for coming on tonight and being part of Jules' birthday. Absolutely amazing. He's got new material coming out. Can't wait to see it. We'll bring him back when it comes on because it seems like he had a good time tonight as well. He was happy to be part of it. Jules got her all that shirt on. I got to bring Josh back and see what's in that magic trunk of merchandise. Got to see. Well, sing for us. Tomorrow night, don't forget Yo 2.0, 8 o'clock. Myself, Ali Commissara, Whitney Ullman will be our very special guest. We're going to talk about a lot of great stuff with her. Next week on the program, Jeff needs to behave himself. It is my favorite, Miss Fallon Vendetta.
Woo!
Woo! Next Tuesday night, I love me some Fallon Vendetta, and she knows it. After the 8 million messages, I don't know who's going to put a restraining order out first, Fallon or Bishop Briggs.
That is going to be a show.
That's a show. It's going to be a show. She's super cool. Like I said, she's a Philly girl, so we can't wait to talk to her about what she likes local and her new project. She's got a new movie coming out called Sucks to Suck. It's a vampire-esque type movie. She's taking some pretty cool shots with like a bloody shirt with the fangs in there. It's going to be very cool. That is next week, Fallon Vendetta. Oh, I love you, Jeffany. Don't run, Jeffany.
Oh
Jeffany did not come say happy birthday. Where's Jeffany?
Oh my God, that's okay.
Oh yeah, there it is. Woo! Gorgeous. Love me some Jeffany. All right, we're going to take you out with St. Ricketts, where fire cannot burn at www.stricketts.com. From the bottom of my heart, as well as everybody else that has said it, a very happy birthday to you, Jules. Certainly hope we can make something work this weekend. If not, I'll see you next Tuesday. But I'd like to see you this weekend. Grab a drink, talk, have fun, because as much fun as we have for Tuesdays, we have a great time in person as well. Jules is just a blast. I love hanging out with you. My wife loves hanging out with you. Allie's dying to meet you. It's like she's chomping at the bit. It's worth it, folks. It's definitely worth hanging out with Jules. She's fantastic. If you request her on Facebook, she might be like, who the hell's this? Poor Brent Worwell, but don't let it bother. Don't let it bother you. It's all in good fun. All right. Have a great night, everybody. Let's get out of here. We will see you next week. Again, happy birthday, partner. I will be talking to you on the text line.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night. Where the heck is the... Oh, this is all messed up. There it is.
Was it truly blessed and the taste of it poison deeper than you know? Kindly answer Wanted to embrace what it takes for it, pouring salt into the world, willing to erase what I'd lose for it, to accept what I assume. So I'm pulling the anchor and drifting away, blinded by reason beyond disarray. It's what fire cannot burn. It's what fire cannot searching for something, destined for nothing, losing composure over and over. Truly blessed if the taste of it poison deeper than you know. Kindly answer this, was the point of it just to reach new heights of love? So I'm pulling the anchor and drifting